In this video, we are going to solve question number 20 of TIFR 2020. The question is that which of the following belongs to the same symmetry group as NH3? These questions I think appeared in the previous papers like 2018 or 2017 I think. Anyways, so I am doing this again. So here NH3, we know that the point group of NH3 is how to calculate. At first we need to consider the whole structure. Here it is NH3. So now you need to consider the principal axis. Here is the principal axis. Now you need to rotate it by 120 degree. Okay, so that you will get the CN axis, that is here 360 by 120, that means 3. So here is C3. Okay, this represents like a triangle like. Okay, so this is why we are rotating about 120 degree, right? Now you need to consider the plane of symmetry. Okay, so I have C3. Now it's time to consider the plane of symmetry and how the plane passes. There is no such horizontal plane present here, okay, which are perpendicular to the principal axis, which are not possible here. But you can consider here that here is the plane, and the left hand. Okay, so I can consider it in a good way. You can consider the plane like this way, right? And the plane is lying about this NH bond, right? And or you can say the both plane. This both plane is the like this plane. So this plane we have considered is nothing but the both plane. Okay, and this wedge NH bond is towards us, and this dash wedge bond is below this plane or far from us, right? So they are mirror image to each other. So definitely there is sigma v axis, and there is about 3 sigma v axis. Okay, so there is C3b. The point group is C3b because no perpendicular C2 axis are present, so here it is C3b. So ammonia has C3b point group. Now we need to consider BF3 at first. So BF3, it has also C3 axis. Okay, this is C3 axis. But here if you consider the plane, here is sigma h plane, horizontal plane are present here, right? So here sigma h is present. So as well as if you consider the perpendicular C2 axis, like here, if you rotate it 180 degree, you will get the indistinguishable structure, as well as you can follow this principal axis, I mean this axis. Okay, this axis, and you can rotate it about 180 degree. You can get an indistinguishable structure, as well as if you rotate by this axis also, you will get an indistinguishable structure. Okay, so perpendicular 3C2 are present. Okay, that means here is D symmetry, I mean D dihedral symmetry are present, and the point group will be D3. Here is also sigma h, here is also sigma h, so the point group will be D3H. Okay, so BF3 is wrong. Let's go to the next option, CH4. We know that CH4 is perfectly tetrahedral, and we know that for special type of symmetry like tetrahedral point group, octahedral point group, icosahedral point group, right? So here CH4 is under TD symmetry, I mean TD point group, tetrahedral point group. This is not under C3b, right? So CH4 is also eliminated. CH4 lies in the special type of point groups, TD point group. Okay, now CH3OH. Some students can think about that CH3OH have C3V. Let's check out. So this is our CH3OH. Here is no C3 axis present. Okay, here is no C3 axis. No C3 axis, because if you rotate, this OH bond will also be shifted. If the OH bond is shifted, then you cannot get an indistinguishable structure, because you can distinguish the final structure from the beginner. Okay, so there is no C3, so there is no question about C3V, right? Here OH bond is shifting is a problem here. Okay, OH bond यहाँ पे shift कर रहा है, तो ये C3 को resist कर रहा है, मतलब C3 इसमें नहीं है, क्योंकि हम अगर इसको 120 हम लोग इसको रोटेट करवा दें तो ये OH बॉन्ड भी शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, चेंज हो जाएगा, इसका अरेंजमेंट चेंज हो जाएगा, ठीक है, और हम उसको मतलब पहचान लेंगे, ये एक नया स्ट्रक्चर बन गया, ठीक है। तो इसमें C3 नहीं है तो C3V भी नहीं है, तो हमारे पास जो लास्ट ऑप्शन बचा है वो होगा आंसर CHCl3। इसको भी हम लोग चेक करेंगे, CHCl3। ओके, तो डेफिनेटली हमारे पास इसमें क्या है, C3 एक्सिस प्रेजेंट है। ओके, इसमें हमारे पास है C3 एक्सिस, 120 रोटेट कराओ और देखो हमारे पास इंडिस्टिंग्विशेबल स्ट्रक्चर बनेगा, तो C3 इसमें प्रेजेंट है। नाउ टॉक अबाउट एनी परपेंडिकुलर C2, देयर इज नो परपेंडिकुलर C2। ओके, सो देयर इज देयर एनी परपेंडिकुलर प्लेन, mirror plane? There is no perpendicular mirror plane to this principal axis, so there is no sigma h. Now let's talk about planes, sigma v planes. Here we can consider the plane is passing like similar to that of NH3, right? So this plane is also lying in our whiteboard, and this CCl bond is towards us, that means above the plane, and this dash CCl bond is below the plane. Okay, and they are mirror image to each other. It is very clear here in this picture, right? And this CCl bond is lying in the plane, this CH bond is lying in the plane. So here is sigma v, and it will have 3 sigma v. Okay, because here from the plane, and you will get here another plane, and from back side towards this another plane. So there are 3 CCl bonds, so there are 3 sigma v plane, that's all. So the point group will be C3V, right? So this is matching with ammonia, and so option number D here is the right answer, okay, of the question number 20. Okay, thank you so much.